Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm giving you an update about how my school year is going. While we're getting ready, please hit that like button, subscribe if you like my videos, and also head to my website, laceyjoy.com, and sign up for the newsletter. Let's be friends. So what I decided to do was write down my likes of this year and the needs improvement category of my life right now in regards to work. What I thought would be fun is if I just draw, and let's talk about what I pick. Number one, students. So my first one is a positive, which is the students. It was really hard being distance because I didn't have the best attendance, so it has been really nice this year being able to be back mostly in the building. Up until now it's getting a little bit hairy, but it's been really nice seeing my students again, finally. Up until recently, this year felt a little more normal, and so I was seeing my students more regularly, and that was a change from March 2020 till this year. So that is definitely a love. All right, a needs improvement. The general category of COVID-19. I mean, need I say more? With COVID-19, it brought mask mandates, and it's difficult feeling safe, but also being able to do effective speech therapy with the masks on, and then also students just not really understanding that they need to keep their mask on, and staff. But, you know, whatever. It just has been hard, mostly because of articulation and getting the visibility for speech sound accuracy. COVID-19 has just made our world infinitely harder, and I know that it's not just us in education, but specifically with speech, it's not being able to see the speech sounds, and just like there's always this like feeling of maybe I'm not safe. Next one is another needs improvement. Space limitations. So I'm a contractor, and so I go into different buildings, and sometimes, most times, our buildings just don't have space for us. So, you know, we've been put in really interesting places like hallways, stairwells, near elevator shafts, bathrooms that they convert to offices because they forgot to use spaces for speech. I mean, closets, places off the gym or lunchroom while they're going on, which is crazy for sound. So yeah, space limitations are always really hard. Plus, you combine that with COVID-19 this year, people aren't really wanting to be in small spaces. Everything is just more stressful because COVID-19. But yeah, it's hard when you don't get a appropriate size space or you just feel like an afterthought. That's just always been a needs improvement professionally for me. I just wish we were more considered. Okay. This is such a big one. Feeling more knowledgeable. That is definitely a love for me. You know, I've been doing this now for over 5 years, and this is like definitely one of the first years where I feel more confident. You know, you definitely get the imposter syndrome. That's everybody. I don't care who you are, probably what profession you're in. When you first start out, you feel like an imposter. And I can say that, you know, that is starting to subside as I'm getting up there in years and experience. I mean, I've been in schools this whole time. I'm sure I might feel differently if I had switched settings, but that is definitely a love this year. I feel good. And also, we've been doing COVID-19 now for a couple years, so I also don't feel like the distance learning, virtual hybrid is as shocking or as scary of an idea anymore because now we have experience doing it. Is it fun? I mean, no. Is it getting any easier? No. But I don't know. I just feel more knowledgeable. All right. A negative is education as a whole. Yes. Education as a whole is one of my needs improvement. We are having staffing shortages, busing shortages, just constant unsolicited opinions on education and my job, my profession, my career, just popping up on Facebook and on the news. It's stressful, and it definitely needs improvement. How we treat and how we view education and educators, teachers, and everyone that works in education, the bus drivers, custodians, and kitchen staff, everything. Everybody is a part of it, and we just as a society need to do better, and education as a whole is definitely a needs improvement. I don't know, do I have to say any more? Man. This one's kind of like, personally, my daily schedule has changed a lot this year. This year, my schools start at 7 a.m. And for me, I'm a morning person, so I like to wake up at 5 and get a bunch of my paperwork done. And so having to be at school early also is kind of thrown off like my paperwork time. I think I'm starting to adjust now, but it was really hard definitely at first. It was definitely a needs improvement, but I think I'm managing. For me personally, like when I get home at the end of the day, I am too tired to think or do paperwork. So that was just tough for me personally, is like learning a whole new schedule. Lesson therapy planning is getting easier. Yes, that kind of goes with becoming more knowledgeable. This is definitely a love. I've kind of found like my own system that works. It has made planning therapy a lot easier. And you know, I always tell everyone, like, you trial and try different things like almost like multiple times a year for a while. For me, I think I found a system that works for me and takes off some of the stress. My next love is being helpful. I was recently given an opportunity for the company I work for to have more of like a mentorship administration role, and so that's been really nice. Kind of with being more knowledgeable is being able to also help new SLPs and people with questions. That has been really nice this year. This might be specific to my situation personally, is there's been a lot of new staff that are not familiar with special education deadlines, timelines, and they're just not knowledgeable, where it makes my job harder because I'm also not sure if things are getting done for my students. That's been really hard. And also recognizing that like everyone is overwhelmed, and as a speech language pathologist, I'm not always a case manager, so it's not always my place to like step in. And sometimes with new staff, it kind of feels like someone has to, and sometimes with the people in administration or the people in charge, like they don't have the bandwidth right now to really be doing that. So I feel like it's been hard to watch things kind of get left to the side because COVID-19, everything is just so all-consuming this year. So that has been really, really hard. And having specifically, personally, working with new staff, newer staff than I have in the past, I know it's probably not going as smoother as it would be if there were more experienced people. And then the last one is, we're ending on a love. It's mentoring my CFs. This is my first year mentoring clinical fellows, and they're amazing. I have 2. They are making my life have sunshine in it. It comes with, again, being more knowledgeable. I'm getting to mentor CFs, and it's really nice, like, to also be working with and meeting regularly with other SLPs. They're just making me a better SLP. It's like I get to see things from their perspective again and remember what it was like when you were, you finally got done with grad school, you were finally in your CF, and I'm so excited. I already can't wait for them to finally get their Cs at the end. It's just like something, I feel special to be a part of something. Such an exciting time in their lives. It's special. Let me know how your school year is going in the comments below. Do my loves and needs improvement kind of reflect your year as well? Please let me know. All right, so that was 9 things total, about half and half. Things that I love, things that need improvement. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like, subscribe, visit my website, get on my newsletter, my friends list, as I like to say. All right, bye guys.